Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Transmitting light, able to be seen through with clarity. Transparent crystal. So thin as to transmit light. Transparent chiffon. Free of deceit. Easily understood or seen through, because of a lack of subtlety. A transparent explanation. Of language, transparently clear, easily understandable. A crystal clear explanation. Transmitting light, able to be seen through with clarity. Crystal clear skies. Transmitting light, able to be seen through with clarity. The cold crystalline water of melted snow. Consisting of or containing or of the nature of crystals. Granite as crystalline. Distinctly or sharply outlined. Crystalline sharpness of outline. Clear and bright. Limpid blue eyes. Of language, transparently clear, easily understandable. Writes in a limpid style. Transmitting light, able to be seen through with clarity. Could see the sand on the bottom of the limpid pool. Of language, transparently clear, easily understandable. Lucid directions. Transmitting light, able to be seen through with clarity. Lucid air. Capable of thinking and expressing yourself in a clear and consistent manner. A lucid thinker. Having a clear mind. A lucid moment in his madness. Of language, transparently clear, easily understandable. Pellucid prose. Transmitting light, able to be seen through with clarity. A pellucid brook. So thin as to transmit light. Covered with cobwebs. So thin as to transmit light. A hat with a diaphanous veil. So thin as to transmit light. Filmy wings of a moth. So thin as to transmit light. So thin as to transmit light. Gauzy clouds of dandelion down. Characterized by unusual lightness and delicacy. Gossamer shading through his playing. So thin as to transmit light. Gossamer cobwebs. Filaments from a web that was spun by a spider. A gauze fabric with an extremely fine texture. So thin as to transmit light. Not mixed with extraneous elements. Sheer wine. Very steep, having a prominent and almost vertical front. A sheer descent of rock. Turn sharply, change direction abruptly. Straight up or down without a break. Complete and without restriction or qualification, sometimes used informally as intensifiers. Got the job through sheer persistence. So thin as to transmit light. Sheer silk stockings. Cuz to sheer. She sheared her car around the obstacle. Resembling or characteristic of vapor. Vaporous clouds. Filled with vapor. A vaporous bog. So thin as to transmit light. Vaporous silks. Resembling or characteristic of vapor. Filled with vapor. So thin as to transmit light. Free of deceit. Become clear. The sky cleared after the storm. Accurately stated or described. Free of restrictions or qualifications. A clear winner. Make free from confusion or ambiguity. Make clear. Pass by, over, or under without making contact. The balloon cleared the treetops. Grant authorization or clearance for. Affording free passage or view. A clear view. Yield as a net profit. Make as a net profit. The company cleared $1 million. A clear or unobstructed space or expanse of land or water. Easily deciphered. Earn on some commercial or business transaction. Earn as salary or wages. He clears $5,000 each month. Settle, as of a debt. Clear a debt. Go unchallenged. Be approved. The bill cleared the House. Especially of a title, free from any encumbrance or limitation that presents a question of fact or law. I have clear title to this property. Pronounce not guilty of criminal charges. The suspect was cleared of the murder charges. Freed from any question of guilt. Was now clear of the charge of cowardice. In an easily perceptible manner. Could be seen clearly under the microscope. Characterized by ease and quickness in perceiving. Clear mind. Of sound or color, free from anything that dulls or dims. Clear laughter like a waterfall. Clear and distinct to the senses, easily perceptible. As clear as a whistle. Free the throat, by making a rasping sound. Rid of obstructions. Completely. Read the book clear to the end. Allowing light to pass through. Clear water. Characterized by freedom from troubling thoughts, especially guilt. A clear conscience. Clear from impurities, blemishes, pollution, etc. Clear the water before it can be drunk. Clear of charges or deductions. A clear profit. Free from clouds or mist or haze. On a clear day. Free from confusion or doubt. A complex problem requiring a clear head. Free from contact or proximity or connection. We were clear of the danger. Free from flaw or blemish or impurity. A clear perfect diamond. Free from payment of customs duties, as of a shipment. Go away or disappear. The fog cleared in the afternoon. Make a way or path by removing objects. Make clear, bright, light, or translucent. The water had to be cleared through filtering. Pass an inspection or receive authorization. Clear customs. Readily apparent to the mind. A clear and present danger. Remove. Clear the leaves from the lawn. Remove people from a building. Clear the patrons from the theater after the bomb threat. Remove the occupants of. Rid of instructions or data. Clear a memory buffer. Sell. We cleared a lot of the old model cars. The state of being free of suspicion. Investigation showed that he was in the clear. Be debited and credited to the proper bank accounts. The check will clear within 2 business days. Lacking excess flesh. You can't be too rich or too thin. Not dense. A thin beard. Take off weight. Lacking substance or significance. A thin plot. Without viscosity. The blood was flowing thin. Lessen the strength or flavor of a solution or mixture. Very narrow. A thin line across the page. Lacking spirit or sincere effort. A thin smile. Lose thickness. Become thin or thinner. Make thin or thinner. Of relatively small extent from one surface to the opposite or in cross-section. Thin wire. Of sound, lacking resonance or volume. A thin feeble cry. Relatively thin in consistency or low in density, not viscous. Air is thin at high altitudes. Characterized by honesty and fairness. A square deal. A formal and conservative person with old-fashioned views. Firmly and solidly. Hit the ball squarely. The product of 2 equal terms. Gravity is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Providing abundant nourishment. 4 square meals a day. Rigidly conventional or old-fashioned. Without evasion or compromise. A square contradiction. Geometry. A plane rectangle with 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. A 4-sided regular polygon. You can compute the area of a square if you know the length of its sides. Make square. Square the wood with a file. In a straight direct way. Looked him squarely in the eye. Someone who doesn't understand what is going on. Turn the paddle, in canoeing. Turn the oar, while rowing. In a square shape. A squarely cut piece of paper. An open area at the meeting of 2 or more streets. A hand tool consisting of 2 straight arms at right angles, used to construct or test right angles. The carpenter who built this room must have lost his square. Any artifact having a shape similar to a plane geometric figure with 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. A checkerboard has 64 squares. Be compatible with. One idea squares with another. Cause to match, as of ideas or acts. Having 4 equal sides and 4 right angles or forming a right angle. A square peg in a round hole. Leaving no balance. My account with you is now all square. Pay someone and settle a debt. I squared with him. Position so as to be square. He squared his shoulders. Raise to the 2nd power. Something approximating the shape of a square. Characterized by honesty and fairness. Straight dealing. In a forthright manner, candidly or frankly. Told me straight out. A straight segment of a roadway or racecourse. Rigidly conventional or old-fashioned. Without evasion or compromise. He is not being as straightforward as it appears. Successive, without a break. Sick for 5 straight days. Accurately fitted. Level. A person having a sexual orientation to persons of the opposite sex. No longer coiled. Without deviation. Of an alcoholic drink, without water. Erect in posture. Sit straight. A poker hand with 5 consecutive cards, regardless of suit. Following a correct or logical method. Straight reasoning. Free from curves or angles. A straight line. Having no deviations. Straight lines. In keeping with the facts. Set the record straight. Neatly arranged, not disorderly. The room is straight now. Not homosexual. Of hair, having no waves or curls. Her naturally straight hair hung long and silky. Easily perceived by the senses or grasped by the mind. Obvious errors.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.